My dad once told me to do the job that no one else wants to do, and you'll never have to look for another job for the rest of your life. And guess what? He was right. Now, while everyone is out there trying to chase the perfect job, which does not exist, by the way, I found 7 boring remote jobs that are in high demand, pay well, and offer real job security. And one of the jobs on my list is apparently super boring because it has over 70,000 open positions per FlexJobs. And the last job on my list is one that beginners have reported earning between $50,000 and $80,000 per year with no experience and just a high school diploma. And don't worry, I'll make sure to break down everything you need to get started with these jobs. Plus, I'll give you my honest feedback on the pros and the cons for each job to help you make the best decision. First up, we've got Data Annotator. Now, if you're not familiar with what these folks do, they basically help train AI by reviewing audio samples, giving feedback, and categorizing all kinds of content. Companies like RWS, TUS Digital, and iSoft Stone are constantly hiring because, let's face it, AI is absolutely booming right now. And the best part, you don't need any fancy skills, just good attention to detail. You have to be fluent in English and have basic computer skills. Now, of course, you need a computer, you need a headset, and you have to have high-speed internet. But the pay ranges from $20 to $30 per hour, which comes out to around $40,000 to $60,000 per year. Not bad for an entry-level remote job with no experience. The pros for this job are pretty sweet. You have super flexible work hours and you can literally work whenever and wherever you want. Plus, there's a low barrier to entry. Almost anyone can do this job. And the work is steady since AI companies are always training new AI models. Now, when it comes to the downsides, the work can get pretty repetitive and boring quickly, but isn't that why we're here? And there's not a lot of human interaction. If that's something you need in a job, this probably isn't for you. Now, I'd give this a solid 9 out of 10 for ease of getting started because almost anyone can jump in without specialized training. And for earning potential, it's about a 6 out of 10 because while the starting pay is decent, there's a ceiling of around $60K unless you move into a different role. Next up is Business Operations Analysts. These are the people who are basically keeping everything from falling apart behind the scenes. Their job is to streamline processes, analyze data, and support overall business growth. Companies like Cartwheel, tech startups, and SaaS businesses pay around $70,000 to $80,000 per year for this position. Plus, you get benefits and even sometimes equity in the company. Now, to do this job, you'll need good problem-solving skills. You need to be an analytical thinker and have experience with tools like Google Suite, Asana, and Slack. And there's lots of really good pros about this job. It's a respected position where you actually have some decision-making power, and there's lots of variety in your day-to-day work with a clear path to move up. Now, for the downsides, it usually requires some previous business experience, and you might face long hours during busy periods. And let's be honest, you might get blamed when things go wrong, even if it's not your fault. Now, for ease of getting started, I rate it about a 5 out of 10 because you typically need some relevant experience. It's not entry level, but you don't need a specific degree to get started either. The earning potential is a strong 8 out of 10 because the starting salary is already solid. Many of these positions include equity, and there's a clear path to 6-figure roles in operations management. Number 3 on our list is IT support specialist. As an IT support specialist, you'll help customers troubleshoot software or hardware issues remotely. So think of yourself as a tech translator between complex systems and regular people who just want their computer to work. And the starting salary is around $50,000 to $74,000 per year, with companies like System 76 and various healthcare organizations always hiring. And here's the kicker, you don't need a degree to get started. But I do highly recommend that you get some sort of online certification because it will greatly improve your chances of landing a job in IT. I recommend checking out Course Careers. They offer a free intro to IT training, and they also help with resume writing and even job placement. I'll make sure to put a link down below somewhere for you guys to check it out. Now for the pros, this job is always in demand as technology isn't going anywhere. I just did a recent search on FlexJobs and it showed over 70,000 positions that are available in IT and IT related fields. And there's a clear path for career advancement in IT, with some people advancing into IT management after 5 years, earning over $100,000 per year. Now, in the beginning, there is a bit of a learning curve, and technology is changing daily, so you need to stay on top of all the trends. Now, for getting started, I give it an 8 out of 10. While you do need some technical knowledge, you can learn it through affordable online certifications in just a few months, and you only need a high school diploma. For earning potential, I also give it an 8 out of 10 because the entry-level pay is great for those who are new to the workforce, and there's great room for career advancement. Number 4 is a patient account representative. In this role, you'll help patients understand their medical bills, insurance coverage, and payment options. Plus, healthcare is completely recession-proof, so there's always demand for this position, and the pay is around $40,000 to $57,000 per year. Now, in order to do this job, you do need customer service experience. Also, you need to be able to pay attention to detail and have some basic healthcare knowledge. Most positions only require a high school diploma, and they do provide on-the-job training, which is awesome if you're looking to break into healthcare without a degree. And the pros are great because this is a very stable industry. Healthcare is not going anywhere, and you get to work regular business hours. And the best part, you are genuinely helping people during stressful times. It's a great entry point into the healthcare industry without any of the medical credentials. Now, some of the cons to be aware of, it can be a bit emotionally draining dealing with patients, especially those who are going through financial hardships, and you'll need patience explaining the same complex billing issues over and over. And there's limited room for career growth without additional education, but you can always pursue that education as you grow in this position. For ease of getting started, I give it an 8 out of 10 because most healthcare providers will train you on their specific systems, and prior customer service experience is usually enough to land the job. Now, earning potential is a bit more modest. I give it a 5 out of 10 because while starting salaries are livable, advancement typically requires additional certifications to break through that salary ceiling. Number 5 on our list is title examiner. This might be one of the most lucrative, unknown, boring remote jobs out there. As a title examiner, you are essentially a property detective, researching records and checking for issues before real estate sales go through. And companies like First American, Fidelity National, and Stewart Title pay around $35 to $70 per hour, which translates to $70,000 to $140,000 per year. That's some pretty good money for working from your couch. Now, to do this job, you do need research abilities, you need to be able to pay attention to detail, and have basic real estate knowledge. And the pros are great. This is exceptionally high pay for remote work without any type of advanced degree. And there's a consistent demand regardless of the economic conditions. Plus, it's highly independent work with limited micromanagement, and work-life balance is usually pretty good. Now, some of the cons to consider: the learning curve can be steep at first, and work can be a bit monotonous for some people. Plus, the housing market fluctuations can impact your workload. Now, this job rates a 6 out of 10 for getting started because you'll need specific training in title examination procedures, which can take a few months, but companies often provide this training. Now, for earning potential, it's a solid 9 out of 10 because experienced examiners can make over 6 figures per year without any type of advanced degree, and you can eventually move into management or even start your own title services business. Number 6 is a QA specialist or quality assurance specialist. QA specialists monitor service agreements, create dashboards, and conduct audits to ensure everything runs smoothly. And companies pay between $37,000 and $60,000 per year for these roles. To do this, you need to be an analytical thinker, have problem-solving skills, and have experience with tools like Microsoft Office. Most companies care more about your attention to detail than any kind of formal education, which is great news for those without degrees. And there's some really good pros. It's a very stable career path with consistent demand, and it's very satisfying work for organized people. Plus, you get to work regular business hours with a predictable schedule. And it is the perfect stepping stone to more higher level positions. Now for the cons, it can be a repetitive and a bit process heavy position. Plus, it's a pretty thankless job. People tend to only notice when, well, things go wrong. Now I give it a 7 out of 10 for ease of getting started because most positions require only basic analytical skills and familiarity with common software tools. Earning potential, I give it a 6 out of 10 because while the starting pay is pretty good, advancement typically means moving into management to significantly make more money. Number 7 is claims operations analyst. These people ensure financial accuracy in insurance claims. They conduct audits and analyze data. And the pay is pretty great, starting around $56,000 to $93,000 per year. And here's the best part. You only need a high school diploma, no special degree required. Insurance companies like Travelers are constantly hiring people with analytical skills, attention to detail, and Microsoft Office experience. And the industry is incredibly stable and always needs reliable analysts. And for the pros, this is excellent pay without having a college degree. And the insurance industry is incredibly stable regardless of the economy. And of course, there are great benefits included, typically great healthcare and 401k and more. Plus, you have a very clear career path to move up in a thriving industry. For the cons, it can be detail heavy and a bit process oriented. Also, it may require occasional overtime during busy periods. Now, although companies provide training, learning insurance terminology can be a bit challenging at first. Now, for getting started, I give this a 6 out of 10 because while you don't need a degree, you do need solid analytical abilities and need to be able to pay attention to detail. It's not entry level, but certainly accessible with the right aptitude. For earning potential, it's a strong 8 out of 10 because insurance is a massive industry with clear advancement paths into management. And experienced analysts can easily break 6 figures with a few years of experience. And believe it or not, there are tons of great remote job opportunities out there that pay 6 figures per year without a degree. In fact, I recently did an entire video on it. You can check it out by clicking the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.